Hello, good morning, good afternoon. How are you doing today? Hello. How is everyone doing today? I'm going to wait to see if everyone is going to come on live. How are you? Let's see who is on here. Let's see. I'm trying to come on live. I'm live, but I'm trying to see if anyone is here. If anyone is here, let me know. Let me know if you are here. Good evening. All the way from Nigeria. Good evening. How are you? Sister Yemisi, Queen Miriam. Good morning good afternoon from here. I'm in Chicago, Illinois. It's good to see you. I apologize I wasn't able to make it last week. And did you miss me? Did you miss me? I apologize I wasn't able to make it last week. I had other commitments, but I noticed that a lot of you watched my video, which I shared with you all. So I'm grateful that you guys were able to watch the video. So thank you all so much. I'm glad to be back again. So now you know we all have one thing or the other to do. However, we will find a way to commit and see, whenever I'm not here, I will see how to ensure that I share one or two things so that everyone can be able to access, the information. Good evening, Queen Buki Omowumi. How are you, Mama? I hope you and your family are doing well. Let me know where you are joining in from. It's great to see you all. I'm grateful that you are here. I'm grateful that you are able to make it here today. Thank you all for joining. And again, every time I'm here, I see something new, right? Again, today we are celebrating 21K, right? And if it is not because you are sharing, if it is not because you are being supportive and able to engage with us, I do not know how we are going to make it. So to our viewers, our commenters, our sharers, everyone who has a reaction on the page, thank you all for joining. Thank you all for sharing. Thank you all for your authenticity, genuinity. Thank you for your collaboration. Thank you for your support. We really appreciate you all from the 4G's community impact. And I pray that, everything that you all lay your hands upon shall be accomplished, and you shall again be successful in everything you lay your hands upon. Sorry, I'm going into my own little mode. I'm just so happy. I'm so grateful. I'm happy that everything is coming out well. So congratulations. Woohoo. Can I see some showers? I wish I could I have something to just share, like a celebratory sound, so that I can share it with you all, but I don't know how to. I'm working on my IT skills, so it's great to have you all. Thank you all so much for joining. And today, I didn't think I shared a topic of what I will be sharing, what I'm going to be talking about today. Let me see where I can put that. Let's see. Huh. Okay. I guess I would I would talk about it now, and the topic can be inputted later. I don't know. So, yes, today we will be talking about how to encourage creativity in young children when they are at home. I'm going to put it in the comments if I can access the comments. Let me see. How to let me see, let me write it there. How to encourage creativity in young children while they are at home. There you go. Okay, there. I put it on this chat. So, okay, and I can't find my chat. I'm working on this. I am so working on this. Let me pin it right there. There you go. Okay, so thank you all. So, how to encourage creativity in young children while they are at home. And that is what I will be talking about today. So, let me know when you are ready to hear me. Just say, I'm ready. I'm ready. Tell me I'm ready on the chat so that I can know that you are ready for me. Let me know if you are ready. 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 Let me know. Let me know if you are ready. Are you ready? All right. Are you ready? Bring out your notebook and your pen and make a note. Make a note. Let's make a note as usual. Oh, somebody said they cannot hear. Can you hear me? It looks like some people can hear me while some people can't. If you can't hear me, then it means that probably it could be your own it could be your technology over there. So yeah. So again, for everyone who is new to 4G's Community Impact, my name is Shakirat M. Kuti, and I am the founder of Parent Teacher Voice. You can find me on Facebook and you can find me on Instagram as Parent Teacher Voice. I am a certified early childhood educator, and I'm also a consultant as well as an infant toddler specialist. So I work with children beginning ages infant to 8 years old. I work with the children, the families, and the teachers so that we can help close the wide academic opportunity and achievement gap. I am very passionate about, developing children's creativity. I am passionate about supporting families in collaborating with teachers. You can't be fighting your teachers if you want your child to succeed. So what I do is improve that relationship and improve that collaboration to be able to increase your child's academic knowledge, to be able to improve your opportunity as well, to be able to do things, enjoy life while you support your child. Because I believe that being collaborative is very crucial to how your child develop, right? To how your child grow. Um, Today I'm talking about creativity in young children. How do we develop creativity in young children? This topic is very essential and it's important for children because it helps in developing their overall development. Creativity allows children to think outside of the box, solve problems, and also express themselves in different, unique ways. I remember when my daughter was 3 years old, she told me, "Mommy, you are boring." I can never forget. She said, "Mommy, you are boring." And, you know, I'm like, huh, I am boring. I wonder why I am boring. I wonder why I am boring because I don't see myself as boring. I am an introverted person, of course. You can see me, I can sit indoor all day without going anywhere. But how is it that my 3-year-old observed me and she said, I am boring? So I decided to take another approach in parenting her, in engaging her, because if I don't, who else will? If I don't, who is going to do it for me? If she feels bored and she's telling me I am boring, then it means that I need to change my game. I need to change my approach to connecting with her. It is not all about playing games that are academic in nature. It is not all about telling them we got to write. We have to, we have to write, we have to read. It's not every time that we have to do that. But as an educator, right, I always bring in my teacher hat, my educator hat, and I always bring that to the home. And I couldn't differentiate between being a mom and being a teacher. And that is why she sees that is why she feels that I am boring. So I had to make that change. I had to make that change. Um, I had to make that change. I had to ensure that I am balancing being a teacher and being a mother. So it's very important. So I had to change when she turned 3 and she said that. It was like a mind opener for me. And I said to myself, I have to change. So in this session, I want to share some tips on how I encouraged creativity in my child at home. And there is a lot of ways that you can encourage creativity with your child. There are so many things that you can do, right? But at home, how do I encourage creativity in my home? I'm going to share based on my experience of working with my child and working with young children. So, and I know that whatever I would share is also um, aligning with research has what research has shown, right? So let's get started. Let's get started. Yes. As as a parent, we are always into our own world, right? We get busy. We have different things we are doing, and we lose out on our children's development. Before we are even able to open up our children's mind and their mindset, we it is always very important to know who. You have to observe them and encourage them. Observe what they like to do best. But then, as a parent, right, we cannot just leave our children to explore without providing them with the opportunities, and resources for exploration. This means that we have to provide them with access to different materials and experiences that would allow them to explore, experiment, play, and discover what is it that they have inside of them. And don't get me wrong, right? Don't get me wrong. Providing and helping your child to access materials does not mean or does not equate to you giving them everything they want, or providing, giving them everything they want and just buying toys, buying toys, buying toys, buying toys. No, that is not what I am talking about. Right? There are materials around your home that you can that there are materials that you have access to at home that they can engage with. There are explorations and things that you do as a parent that they can engage in. It's very, very important to allow them to experiment and discover new things. And I remember, talking about my own child that I explained the other explained, right? I remember that. Give me 1 second. I'm trying to do something right here. I wanna. Hold on. Sorry. Give me one moment, please. I. Give me 1 second. Okay. I got it. Okay. So, some of the things that I did during that time was I observed what my child loved to do. And I realized that some of the things that she loved to do was she loves to paint. She loves to build with blocks. She loves to build with blocks. She loves to create things with open-ended materials. books wasn't one of her interests. So she's not the baby doll kind of child. She's not into baby dolls and all of those things. So what I did was I went to the store, right? And I got her crayons. I got her markers. I got her paints. I got her magnet house because she loves magnet house a lot. I got her some um I got her some construction papers and glue. And then I got her some coloring books. So these materials was like basics for me and for her. These materials was basic for us. And then I gave them to her, and then she began to utilize these materials to explore and discover new ways to use them. I'm not interested in painting. I'm not that creative with painting. So I let her do what she wants to do, right? She would create some little lines and painting, all of that. But I let her have it. So these are some of the things that I allowed her to do as she was growing older. And I saw that with me providing her these materials, it allowed her to explore. It gives her more freedom to express herself and explore her own creativity. It helps her to build her own problem solving skills. She knows, oh, okay, if I color out of the line, right? It is what it is. I can either create something else, or sometimes she can even get frustrated and say, oh, you know, I'm trying to paint this thing and the coloring is not coming out right, and da 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 da. She just, she would get frustrated, and then she would figure out, okay, let me try another thing. She keeps trying, and this allows her to improve her problem solving skills. And as you draw, right, as you draw and write and do all kind of things, you are improving your fine motor skills. And a child improves their cognitive abilities also when they are trying to think, how do I make this better? If I do this now, when I do it next time, what is the change I'm going to make? So it allows them to be more creative, and it gets them more engaged, right? When a child is at home, they are bored because nobody's doing anything. And as an only child, right, for me, as an only child, and with several adults around her, who wants to play? I don't want, playing and doing all kind of, children activity is not my thing. But I had to learn from her. I had to learn how to support her. I had to learn, this is how, okay, if you are learning how to draw, color, and all of that, I have to engage you. I have to talk to you about it. So I just don't leave her to keep drawing or keep painting or keep doing all of these things. I ensure to engage myself in what she is doing. I engage myself in what she's doing by asking her questions and giving her feedback and encouraging her and telling her, oh, wow, you are doing well, making her feel good about herself, which means that her social emotional skill is going to be improved while I encourage her, right? While I'm providing her with ideas. All these things are going to be improved. I always like to share my own experiences and my own perspective on things because our experience teaches us a lot of things. If your child love to go outside and they like to roll tires and they like to play with sticks and build things with sticks, right? They are building their architectural mind. So if you want to bring this indoor, what is it that you can do to bring this indoor, right? Provide them with materials. Magnet house great are great, you know, materials to support your child creativity. Open-ended materials that would help your child explore. A lot of children will play with cartons, draw on it, and do all kinds of things on it. But you know what we adults do? We tell them they're making a mess. The whole house is so dirty now because you did this. We kill their morale because we are not encouraging them, right? So we need to continuously support children and improve their creativity so that they don't lag behind and they don't miss us. I really do. I feel emotional right now because when my daughter told me that I was boring, right? When she told me that she's bored and she doesn't have anything to do, I felt bad for her. I felt bad for her because it means that I am missing out a lot on her development without knowing it. She is also missing out on opportunities to grow. So I am glad that at that age, she was able to really tell me that, Mommy, I'm bored and you are boring. You know, I felt it is the truth that I needed to hear. It's the truth that I needed to hear. But of course, you know, if I was typical African woman, I know what I would have said. But thank God I listened, right? Thank God I listened. Another thing that I wanted to share was providing time. As parents, we do not have enough time for our children. We don't. Should I say we don't have enough time, or we don't set out enough time to engage with our children? We don't prioritize time. Me included. I'm not going to leave myself out because I can't tell you that I am a perfect parent. Setting aside time for your child and making plans, specifically making plans to say, I am going to do this with my child. My child knows that we are going to do this. These are the materials that we are going to work on. This is the things that we are going to do. You know, setting out time to support our children. 1 hour a day. 30, you can start with 10 minutes, 20 minutes, 30 minutes a day. Just to have that intentional time with them, to provide opportunities for exploration and dedicate time for them to have creative play is very important. And creating time can be in different forms, right? When they want to go to bed, you want to read to them maybe 10 minutes a day, 10 minutes at a time. You can also create game time, like 10 minutes to play games. Um, it doesn't have to be, it doesn't have to be um, 1 hour straight, right? It doesn't have to be 1 hour straight. It doesn't have to be 30 minutes straight. It could be chunks of times between the day that you intentionally talk to your child, that you intentionally provide opportunities for them to share their ideas with you, opportunities for them to improve in their development while trying to get to know them, and opportunity for them to express their own creativity while you stay away from judging them on what they are doing, right? I wish that there was a way that I could share my screen on this platform, but I am unable to do so. When I look at my child's artwork from when she was a child till now, I can see a huge difference in what she has been learning because she has been practicing, and I've given her opportunities to practice, even though our room is a mess from her painting the whole, from her trying to paint and all of that. I don't even complain anymore. Instead, I correct her and she makes correction and do all of that, right? Setting out time to help to expand, children's knowledge, to help to expand their creativity is very important. It's very important, very crucial. Helping children to utilize their imagination while we stay out of their imagination is very important. You see children create their own cape and want to be superheroes like the ones they see on TV. That is because they are exposed to it. And that brings me to my third point. Be a good role model to your child. Be a good role model to your child. I don't think that there is any video that I have done that I don't talk about role modeling. Children express what they see. And it is what you expose them to that they are going to express in their exploration and experiences. That is why as an infant toddler specialist, when I see a child do certain things, I can connect it immediately to their experiences. It's either they have seen it or they are engaging in it and nobody's correcting it. One of the best ways to encourage creativity in our children is to be a good role model for them. We should be their superheroes that they are trying to they are trying to express out there. I can tell you now, I am not the best of an artist. But in the classroom, art is one of the biggest, is one of my, there's no day that I don't do art with the young children when I was in the classroom. And even now, as a coach and consultant, I encourage my coaches to not forget that art, creativity is a way of helping children express themselves. When they are trying to create different things, I would make the simplest things that I can, like a star, a heart. And I think one thing that I love to draw dresses. So I would draw a flower vase, something simple, but they see me doing it. So they also express themselves as well and do what they can do. I might not be able, children sometimes think beyond what adults know and they express it in their drawings. Right? As a parent, if you are outside modeling something, building something, let them help you. Give them age appropriate things that they can do for you. If you are a father, you are out there, mowing lawn, or you are even in the kitchen cooking, right? Let them join you. They would express that creativity when they get to school. You will see your teacher telling you, oh, today Zizu was at the play area. She was pretending to cook. They take their imaginations to school. They express it when they get to school. If you, as a parent, I had to try new hobbies, right? I had to try new things. I had to engage myself in learning something new, so that I can support my child. I paid for classes just because I have to think the way my child thinks. Show children that you also value creativity so that they can also value creativity. Show them that you are open to new ideas so that they can also do the same. Reading different books, watching movies with your child, right? Like, when they're watching cartoons, sometimes it doesn't interest you, but you sit down with them and watch it with them. When you are a role model, you are showing your children that it is okay to be different and to think outside of the box. It's okay not to copy anyone. It's okay for you to express your feelings the way you want to. It's okay for you to be who you are. It's okay for you to be different and unique. It's okay for you to have your own thinking as a child. And it's okay to express themselves creatively. And again, I want to remind you that your values are very important when you are doing all of these things. You have to, it's okay to be different and unique, but it's also important that you embed your values. I shared yesterday on my Parent Teacher Voice the importance of of embedding your values in your child. Your child can be creative, but they also want to express their cultural values, their personal values, their spiritual values, their moral values. You want them to show that as well in their creativity. Being creative allows them to know who they are. And you know what? I'm not going to go deep into this, but you know, it's not easy. It's not easy to help children to develop in the ways that we want them to. It's not easy at all. It's not. But with prayer, consistency, persistence, they are going to get where they want to get to. We are not perfect parents, but let us continue to do the best we can to help our children to be creative and succeed at what they do. We have a lot of people, a lot of children nowadays who are building cars. They might not work, but they are using their creativity, using different materials that they find around them to create something new that you open your mouth and say, you did that? It is not just the work of a mother alone to do that, but we mothers have a lot of things to do because our children look up to us. Children look up to their parents to gain all the necessary knowledge that they need to develop. Yes, getting hard time for children makes you to understand. Yes. I'm reading the comment section. Yes, creativity helps kids to learn how to solve problems in many ways. They will think, if it doesn't work this way, let me try that way, and with them they would know how to solve many problems themselves. You are very right. You are correct. And thank you for the star as well. I noticed that you gave us some stars. That is very nice. Thank you so much for the stars. As a father, it's not easy to be there for the child at 100%, but the problem is the environment where we are going to raise the children. Yes, like I said some time ago, if you move your children from one environment, a bad environment, a toxic environment, to a better environment, you will definitely see a change. Amen. Thank you. So that will be all for today. I hope that you've learned one or two things from me sharing how to be creative with your child. My name again is Shakirat M. Kuti from Parent Teacher Voice, and I hope that you all have a wonderful weekend. I'm taking my daughter to the zoo. I might go live on Parent Teacher Voice to show you our experience at the zoo. So I'll be out now. It's almost 1 o'clock over here. So I'll see you all later. Or hopefully we'll see again on Saturday. And of course, like I said, if I'm unable to make it here, I would always leave you a video to watch for the weekend. I'll talk to you all later, and I'll see you all around on the platform. You take care of yourself and have a great afternoon. Have a great weekend. Bye bye.